feel that momentum is really building here at Morehead State in our athletic department, and I think it shows today by your attendance. So, again, hats off and thank you for being here. I'm going to be brief. I've got 4 or 5 announcements that I want to make sure that everybody's informed of the going-ons of athletics. First off, basketball season ticket information. You'll notice to my right over here where Miss Kenna is standing, season tickets are still available. Fans can purchase those online at msueagles.com or by calling or visiting Kenna and Natalie directly over here to the right anytime today. They can take care of you. Season tickets grant access to all of our home games, including the much-anticipated matchup against our rival EKU this Monday. Ooh, yes, we're excited about that. I want to encourage everyone to come to Johnson Arena. We do have a state-of-the-art new additions for fan engagement. We want you to enjoy those. Bring friends, bring families. Love to have you. And it'd be great to see the old days where this building is packed again and you have a trouble finding a seat. That is certainly our vision and our goal here in athletics. The Beaker's Buddy program for the Kids Club is open for all of our young Eagle fans. Perfect for children ages 12 and under, gives a fun way to be a part of the action. It includes these things: official Beaker Buddies t-shirts and ID card, free admission to all home games, Buffalo Wild Wings free kids meal every time you go to B-Dubs, and invitations to exclusive events. Families, you can sign up for those through msueagles.com or again, where? With Miss Kenna and Natalie over here to the right. Blue and Gold Tip-Off is on the horizon. Here's some overview about the event. The 2025 Morehead State Basketball Blue and Gold Tip-Off celebration will be held Monday, November 17th at ADUC. This is a new event. It's a black tie evening bringing together all of our fans, alumni, corporate partners, and community leaders. All these proceeds go to our Blue and Gold Alliance. This event gives us a chance to celebrate our champions, meet the teams, and invest in the future of MSU athletics. It's a formal dinner, a great program featuring both the men's and women's basketball programs. It's a meet and greet where you get to interact again just like today with our players and our coaches. Some tables have the opportunity to sit with Eagle athletes and also coaches and administrators. There's a championship recognition. We try to change that every single year. This year will be TBA. We'll let you know exactly when we secure those past legends. And there's exclusive live auction offering unique Eagle experiences and also unique items. Sponsorship and ticket information can be seen where? To the right with Ken and Natalie, or on the screens over to the right. Also, an exclusive Eagle Kicks Morehead State Under Armour shoes. A limited edition MSU Eagle Kicks are available to pre-order. Deadline is October 31st. Custom designed to celebrate Morehead State spirit and athletic excellence. Perfect for fans, alumni, and student athletes to show off their Eagle pride. Available in various sizes. Portions of these go to the Blue and Gold Alliance to support student athletes. Your order link is available on msueagles.com, and I think we have a sample of those shoes up on the screen that are customized for you. So those of you like bougie shoes, this is your opportunity to get some of those. In closing, our events are not just about basketball. We are a family. It's about community, legacy, and opportunity. Every ticket, every table, every pair of shoes or auction bid helps us provide more for our student athletes, more meals, more academic support, and just more support in general. Let's continue to build champions in the classroom, on the court, and in life. And as always, once an Eagle, always an Eagle. And as I always say, on three, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Sco Eags. All right, I'm going to bring Matt Shabert up to the table to get the stuff you came for as our media day.
Thank you, Coach. We're going to go ahead and get our media portion of the program started today. This is a great crowd. It really shows, as Coach mentioned, the support is overwhelming for our programs here, and it's great to see everyone out this afternoon, and we thank you for coming. I'm going to bring up first our new women's basketball coach, Ashton Feldhaus. Many of you were here when we announced Coach. She's going to start the program off. Coach will give an opening statement, and then we'll start with questions first from our media, and then we'll go around the room in case we have questions from our community as well. Coach, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, first off, obviously, thanks, Matt. Thank you to our staff for putting this stuff on. They do an awesome job, and it's definitely a family. We have a small staff, I think, but we do a whole lot with it. So thank you to them for this event, and then thank you, all of you, for being here. Awesome turnout. Would expect nothing less. For me, I think sitting up here, I'm having I don't want to say bad flashbacks, but I was sitting here in March, blacked out, not knowing what I was saying when I was talking to you. So I'm still just as excited to be sitting here as I was at my press conference, which was a few months ago. I think then we were talking about how I was going to construct a staff, how I was going to basically build a brand new team. And thankfully, at this point, all those pieces are in place. So we are so excited. I'm really, really proud of the product that we're continuing to build. Our focus here pretty early has been kind of just trying to become a cohesive unit, trying to gel together, really finding our identity as a team and what we want our program to stand for and be moving forward. So I'm super, super proud of the work our staff and players have put in on the court, in the weight room, in the classroom. We have an awesome group of young women. And I should apologize, we only have 4 of them here. They are actually all in class. So you'll get to speak to our 3 seniors today, actually. They hate public speaking, so ask them as many questions as you can. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. But again, so excited to have all of you. We are pumped for the season. We're less than 2 weeks away till we tip off at the University of Kentucky, which will be really, really exciting. So thanks for being here, and I'll open it up for questions.
So we'll go with questions now first from our media panel back here. If you would, just state your name, organization, first off.
Lindsay Goff with WKYT. Obviously, your last name is very synonymous with basketball in the state of Kentucky. How much pride do you take in that and bringing that here to Morehead State?
Yeah, growing up, my sisters and I always felt it was a curse, right? We could get away with nothing. We were just the Feldhouse girls. But now, as I'm a little bit older, truly appreciate, I think, the family name and all that brings with the state of Kentucky. And even being around Morehead, people have stories about my grandfather, both sides of my family, my grandparents. They always have a story about one of the boys, be it Dad, Darren, or Willie. So, and then the basketball tradition and legacy, I'm a firm believer I wouldn't be sitting here had I not grown up the way that I did, which was basically in a gym. Our home was just used to sleep. Outside of that, we were always in a gym. So yeah, super grateful to grow up the way that I did, and the memories that I'm hearing about and stories that I otherwise wouldn't have known since being in Morehead, feel beyond blessed, I think, to have, I kind of think, the Feldhouse name.
Other questions back here?
Connor Sturgill, Fox 56. So you talked about, trying to construct this team and everything. And for the fans who haven't had a chance to see, what can they expect from your first year and what this team will look at like in 2 weeks at UK and going forward?
I can tell you what I hope we look like.
That's good too.
We are. It's a brand new team. I only have one returnee from last year's team, so it's going to look very new. But I think it's fresh and exciting. You can expect a really tough bunch of girls. Our team is very sweet. I hope you get the chance to talk to the 4 we have here today. But on the court, they're competitive. So I will say this: we play at a fast pace. We try to shoot 30+ threes a game, which is an exciting style. And then we are just that tough nose, half court, man-to-man defense. Try to put points on the board, I think, is a big emphasis for us. And I will say we share the basketball, so there's not going to be just 1 or 2 players that people are excited to watch. It is a full team attack, I think. All 5 players on the court. We share the ball moving, body moving. I think it's super, super exciting. It's going to be a fresh look, I think, for fans, and it's an exciting style for a fan. It's a little bit stressful, I think, early on for us as a staff because it's a lot of freedom for the young women that we have, just the way we play, but they're doing great with it. So, and they came here this summer. We had about over half of them here this summer, but how much better they have gotten from June to now is impressive. So I'm hoping we're playing our best basketball come March.
Hannah Himmelback, LEX 18. Can you just talk about the chemistry that you guys have built? I mean, when you build a roster from top to bottom, pretty much brand new, you're getting to know people for the first time. So can you just talk about that chemistry on and off the court, how you guys have built that over the few months you've been together?
Yeah, we've been really fortunate. I think one of the things we look for in recruiting as a staff is you look for great people, and I think we nailed it. And I think everyone needs to know we have 10 international players and only 2 domestic players, so we've got 10 internationals from 8 different countries, I believe. So very versatile as far as where they're from, I mean, all over the world. But when it comes to chemistry, basketball is like the thread that ties us all together. So we all have that in common. And I will say they have the same work ethic. Like, they all love to be here. They're really, really fun to be around. I think team chemistry-wise, what made us the closest, we went to Kings Island, a staff included. We'll never do it again. But we... yeah, that was a long day for us, but we've had the opportunity to get out and do some things as a team. This Saturday we'll be in Lexington going to 3 different haunted houses. Probably never do that again either, but we're trying to get outside the court and get to know each other as people first, because I think that's where it starts. And then the basketball court stuff, that's a work in progress. We like to watch that stuff happen organically, but we do our best to kind of be around them, get outside of the gym, help them be comfortable around one another and us as a staff, and I think that does nothing but help our chemistry.
Noah Ellis, ABC 36. So you all play not just at Kentucky, you have to go to Louisville, you go to Notre Dame. Are games like that really helpful to build you for OVC play, do you plan on scheduling games like that in the future, and what do you expect to see in those kind of challenging games?
Full transparency, those games were scheduled before I got the job. It's exciting. We were talking about this as a staff. I don't know that it's ever happened where women's basketball has played 3 of the preseason top-ranked 25 teams in the country. So helpful, I don't know. I really don't know. That's to be determined. But I will say this, the opportunity for our kids to see what the top 25 teams in the country look like, to be in arenas that have 15,000 plus fans, the experience will be, and that's what we talk about as a staff. Like, guys, go enjoy this. Compete hard, play hard, represent what's across your chest, and do it the right way. But enjoy this moment, because not everybody gets to experience that. So we're excited. It is fun to see, where do we match up with those top teams? But at the same time, we're well aware of who we are. So we just want to try to stick to what we teach, see how well we can execute that, play really, really hard, because that's important, and then enjoy the experience, I think, is the best way to put it.
David Patrick, MSU Athletics. Ashton, you and I were talking in practice the other day just about how positive things are on the practice court. The chemistry is already there. Everything's very positive. The energy is through the roof. Talk about that, because I think this team genuinely loves each other.
Yeah, they do. I think I've mentioned sweet kids. Kate will come up here and talk soon, but coaches and I are trying to have to create some friction in practice because they are such sweet girls. Kate knocked somebody down the other day, and we're in live play, and I'm looking, and she's picking her up, and I blow the whistle. I'm like, what are you doing? We're playing here. So, yeah, we have just an unusually sweet group. So we're trying to, we have to create some chaos, I think is a good way to put it. But they love to practice. We do have a blast, and we firmly believe that as a staff. We say it all the time as a team. I say, if you're not having fun, the girls say, then you're doing it wrong. And we firmly believe it. So we find fun in competition. We find being together fun, and then working hard. We make that fun. That's every fiber of who we are. And we do our fair share of laughing, as you can imagine. Every time I speak, and Joe's over there, she goes, what? With the language barrier that we have, we're still working through it. So we just have a blast. And they're the hardest working group. So coaches and I, we do our best to make things fun, but we don't really have to try. The kids love coming in. They love working hard. And when you're building a program and building a culture, they are everything that we had hoped for, I think, in a group. They're just super fun to be around. I told them, we had a meeting the other day about goals for the season. And I haven't had this much fun coaching a group in my entire career, which I know is not that long, but they have far surpassed our expectation when it comes to just what type of people they are. It's awesome. So yeah, we have a blast, and I'm super excited to watch everything they've worked for kind of like come to fruition.
Got a little bit of time for some questions from the audience, and I think we'll start right here with Jim Wells.
My favorite.
Here we go.
What's
Here we
up?
go. Coach, you've mentioned 2 or 3 times staff. Who is your staff? Because we were here last time, you didn't have one.
Oh, they're awesome. Stand up in the back. They're hating me right now. Yes. No, they're awesome. Okay, so yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll go Maddie Killian right here. Yep, we argue every day whether her hair is red or strawberry blonde, so you guys can help us out with that. But she's from Cynthiana, Kentucky. She is by far the most star-studded player on our staff. We figured out she won a national championship with Transylvania. She was the MVP. Went ahead and transferred to Tennessee Tech, boo. And then she finished her career at Marshall. Yeah, boo. Yeah, boo there too. Yeah. But she is fantastic. She is absolutely brilliant when it comes to numbers, what she sees, how she sees the court. She is, they're all like tireless workers. I mean, they're awesome. So she's been fantastic. A little bit on the quiet side. So then go to her left for our personality in the office. We joke all the time. She thinks she's just our personality hire. She wasn't. She's good at her job too. But this is Chloe Bowen, both of which just finished their playing careers. So very young, first jobs, both fantastic. Chloe was once again an All-American at Tabor. She's from out west, so boo there too. New to Kentucky, new to Morehead, fantastic. They both are exceptional with the girls that we have. And it's good because they're both fresh out of college. So the girls, they relate to the girls. It wasn't that long ago. It was just last year when they were playing. But both bring tons and tons of benefit to our program. And then to the back, my associate head coach, Dominique Miller. I can't speak enough about Dom. She came from Valpo. She has been awesome playing career at Ohio, went to Valpo, went from GA to Dobo to assistant, now to associate head coach. There's not one thing that we do that she doesn't know how to do. She's just exceptional. The most organized human. She makes fun of me because I want everything like paper and pen. I want it old school, and she's over there flying on her iPad. So between the two of us, we've got everything covered. The most organized human being I've ever met in my life, and just like relentlessly positive, which is good to have in the office. And then this poor man, the only man on our staff, this is Ben. Ben came to us a little bit later. I think his title online is special assistant to the head coach. We thought that was awesome. But there's not one thing that Ben doesn't know how to do or doesn't want to do. Like, talk about do it all. I feel bad for him every day because we sit there, the 5 of us, he's the only man. And then we go to practice, same thing. But he says, my parents raised me, I have 2 sisters. So he was like born for this job. But he's exceptional. He's actually coming to us from more of the corporate world. And that's not what we do, but he knows basketball, knows X's and O's. He's just been a super addition. And they are like firmly believe the best staff in the country. I can't say enough good things about them. They deserve all the praise and then more. So that's my staff.
Coach, go Weeks.
Well, that's exactly right.
That's it. You talked about growing up in a gym. My dad was a longtime basketball coach. I grew up in a gym all my life. So you talked about the threes. People will like that, right? How about your D? Are you going to press? Are you going to man-to-man? What are you going to do?
We're man-to-man, I guess, on our Synergy account. We looked at, like, my last year's team. We're 95% man-to-man for sure. We threw in a zone to kind of keep people on their toes, out of timeouts, off of free throws. And then we did just put in a press. And we do have, we got some quick little guards, and then we have length on the ball. So definitely a pressing team. It's just when and where and kind of depends on who we're playing. So we're not just, I will say this, we will change things up game to game based off who we're playing. Like, I don't just say this is what we're going to do and not going to change it. If we think we have an advantage pressing a team, we'll do it. If we need to pack it in and sit in a zone, we'll do the same thing. So our group has been great, and we're fortunate enough to, at this point, we have all that stuff in. So I do think changing defenses for sure, but our identity defensively is going to be half court, tough nose, man to man. And you talk about your dad, that's exactly, I learned that exactly from my dad. So that's kind of what we're going to be.
Probably got time for one more. Anyone? Any takers? I guess not. Well, thank you,
Awesome.
Coach.
Yeah,
We'll
thank you
bring up
guys
our
so much.
student
Thank you.
athletes. Bring up our women's basketball student athletes now. So we have 2 newcomers and 1 returnee from last year. We have Laura, Marie, and Kate. She went by Katie last year, but now it's Kate. Kate is the lone returnee, and then the 2 newcomers here. So actually, I'll start out with Kate. If you could just just tell us about your excitement level going into this season.
I'm very excited because I got the chance to stay here, and the coach and the team was really great, and I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to stay. And I'm very excited to start the season with this new team and see what it gets us.
Thank you. We'll start with questions back here from our media.
For all of you, I'm Lindsay with WKYT. How has it been trying to mesh together over the summer, and you're kind of doing it very quickly and learning each other, learning a new style, all the things kind of at once?
I think it's been great. I think it's helped that we have a lot of internationals, and we kind of just bond over the shared experiences. And then the 2 Americans we have, they've just kind of melted in with us. So it's definitely been great, and I think we had a lot of fun. I think summer session helped a lot. We were, as Coach said earlier, we went to Kings Island. It was a lot of fun. We would definitely want to go again, but I don't know about that. So yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's been nice to just had the time during the summer to just create a great group and just get to know each other on the court, but also off the court, because we had a little more free time during summer. So I feel like it's been so nice so far, and I mean, I'm really excited to just start playing with them and see what we can do on the court. Yeah, I would say the same. Getting to know each other off and on the court was really great, and the summer helped us kind of to get to know everyone and how we play and play together.
Questions back here?
Hannah Himmelback, LAX 18. For the new people on the roster, simple question, what made you guys choose Morehead State?
Coach Feldhaus. It's one simple word. Both of us were with her in our old school, so I think just kind of her personality and the way she is just made me there was no question I was not going to go with her. If she was going to ask me to go with her, I was going to say yes 100%. So I think it's just the relationship and the trust that we've built over the year, and I'm just excited to play here for my senior year and see what we can do.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely for that. And I mean, when she asked us to come here, I don't think we really thought about it that much. We just say, yeah, sure. And I mean, I'm just really grateful to have the chance to play with her for another year. Just because it's my last year. I know last year we had a great season and a great year on and off the court. So I'm just really grateful to for her to give us the chance to just be with her for another year.
Connor Sturgill, Fox 56. Coach talked about how this team's very sweet and positive and how she had to get on y'all when y'all were knocking each other over and help each other up instead of keep playing. So how are y'all trying to kind of get this mentality that Coach wants of maybe not helping everyone up off of the court during a game?
Of course, our teammates are very nice people, but when we go into the game, we know what we want to do, and we have to be competitive, tough, and how coach wants us to be, and prove that we can do better, and that we are actually a competitive team.
I feel in practice, it's we always have people who bring the competitiveness, and we have, when we play in practice, it's always head to head. So it brings it out in you. Like, no one wants to lose. Like, no one in our team wants to lose, but it's just the way, like, we need to, like, be more aggressive, I understand. But at the same time, I think it's good that we sweep people because basketball will end one day. So, you know, you got to have that too.
Yeah, I feel like we're just like really excited to like start actually playing games and not just like playing against each other during practice. So I feel like that will be easier when we actually start like playing games and play against someone else that we don't know. That we just like probably the first time for all of us besides Kate because they're all like new teams for us. So it's definitely going to be easier during games.
Especially for Lauren and Marie, you mentioned the reason you came was because of Coach Feldhouse. How much does that drive you? Because her being a Division I head coach here now, how much does it drive you and motivate you to win, not just for yourselves, but for Coach because of the respect that you have for her?
I feel like on days that I don't want to do this or like you're like tired, there are going to be days like that. But then I think back to like what I've gone through and then that Coach has given me a chance to do it again and at a D1 level. That just like makes me so appreciative of her and like makes me want to run through fire, run through a wall for her. So just like having her there for me like means the world. So I wouldn't do anything for her. I would do everything for her, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely been like nice to like get to know her last year, especially for me. It's been like we came along, bro. It was like hard at the beginning to like get to know her, but I feel like now I just know that she has confidence in me, and I mean, I respect her, and I'll do anything I have to do for her. I know what she wants, so that definitely makes it easier for me and Marie. Like, we know what she wants, and we know what she expects us to do. So I feel like it's like helping us to like also help the team do whatever she expects us to do, because we know better. So
also, she would go through the wall for us, so
yeah,
that's
100%.
That's what you get. So we're gonna go through the wall for her.
Anyone out here have any questions for our student athletes? Raise your hand. Pass the mic. Does not look like it. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Move right along with Coach Maddox from the men's team. Bring him up. Now in his second season, Coach will let him settle in here and have a quick opening statement.
Good afternoon. Got a great crowd. Thank you all for being here. It's a great day, as always, to be an Eagle. We're certainly excited about the upcoming season. We've had a very productive fall, very productive summer in a number of things. Strength and conditioning, team activities, team meals, and then, of course, basketball activities. This team has really come along, and probably the thing that most impresses me about this team is their willingness to play unselfishly. That was epitomized. We had a close scrimmage probably a week or two ago, 10 days ago, and we had 22 assists on 30 made field goals. That was really impressive. That's a really high assist rate. If we can continue to play unselfish basketball, we can have a great season. We'll be a much different team this season. We're a team that features 3 returners and 12 newcomers. Of our newcomers, we have 4 freshmen, 5 Division I transfers, 2 Division II transfers, and a junior college transfer. So a good mix of young and old. We have 5 players who are in their 4th or 5th year of competition, so we do have some experience coming in the door. As I mentioned, our closed scrimmage was a great opportunity for us to learn a lot about ourselves. And we're getting ready to play a very good EKU program on Monday night in an exhibition. That's going to be a great litmus test for where we're at right now. We open up regular season play a week later, November 3rd, and we have a tough, challenging, and demanding non-conference schedule that will prepare us to compete with anybody in the Ohio Valley Conference. A common message to our team has been the 5 choices. I told them probably early in the fall, you have 5 choices you get to make on a daily basis as to how you're going to live your life. You can be bad. None of us probably want to be bad. You can be average. You can be good. You can be great. Or you can be what, man? You can be elite. All right? Bad, average, good, great, or elite. It's something I ask them almost daily. In terms of weights, in terms of class, in terms of practice, how were we today? Were we bad, average, good, great, or elite? We have to have that individual mindset as to how we're going to do things, what we're going to strive to do. All that, it starts with your approach. It starts with your mindset. It starts with your attitude. And we have a group that is striving to be elite on a daily basis, not only on the court, but off the court. The Greek philosopher Aristotle famously said, "You are what you repeatedly do." You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence, then, therefore, is not an act, but it's a habit. At the end of the season, one team will be rewarded. It's going to be the most consistent team, the team that's most consistent in their effort, the team that's most consistent in their execution, the team that's most consistent in their teamwork. We're striving weekly, daily, hourly to become that elite, consistent team, and a team our fans, our community will be proud to support. Thank you once again for being here, and I'll open it up for questions.
All right, we'll start back here.
Connor Sturgill, Fox 56. You said during that scrimmage you learned a lot about your team. What exactly did you learn?
Balance. We had 5 guys in double figures and a 6th guy with 9 points. Like I said, unselfish, 22 assists on 30 made field goals. You know, I liked our energy. I liked our competitiveness. We forced 20-something turnovers, which was really good. We also had 20 turnovers, which was not good. So that's one thing, you know, we're constantly hitting on is ball security. We got to make better plays with the basketball. We got to take better care of the ball. But I really liked our defensive effort, our defensive energy, and how we shared the ball offensively. Yeah, I think we got probably a more athletic team, I would say, a quicker team, a faster team, a team that can get up and down a little bit more, guards that can get in the paint and make plays for themselves, and then wings that can make shots and run the floor, and then some bigs that I think everybody will really be impressed by.
Johnny, you were very intentional, very methodical of how you put this team together. You and your coaches spent countless hours in the film room evaluating. Did you do what you set out to do as far as comprising this team and the chemistry that you've seen so far?
Yeah, I think you set out to get the best player you can get in the portal that's going to fit your system. We talked about guards who are quick, who can make plays off the bounce, make plays in ball screens, wings who can make shots from the perimeter, bigs who can score inside, and then it's our job as coaches to mesh it all together. That takes time. That takes intentionality. So that's the process we're in right now.
Hannah Himmelbach, LAX 18. In year 2, what are some strategic adjustments that you learned in your first year coaching here that you want to apply to year 2?
Yeah, there's a lot there. We're going to be much different really on both ends, offensively and defensively. We got more concept-based offense in now. We're playing out of concepts, not just out of sets. The floor is open. There's more space to drive the basketball defensively. We're going to change up our defenses a lot more. You'll probably see a much different defensive system than we played last year.
Noah Ellis, ABC 36. You talked about having a tough schedule and wanting to have those schedules. You have 3 games in a row against Power 5 opponents early in the season. What do you hope to learn from your team, and what are you excited about with those kind of games and what they bring?
I think with those type of games, you learn where you stack on a national level, but you also learn how are you going to respond in the face of adversity. Adversity is probably going to hit, right? How are you going to respond? How are you going to keep the team together, keep the locker room together, all those things. It's a sprint, not a marathon, right? It's a long season. You're going to go through some ups and downs, and you got to keep getting on to the next game, keep getting on to the next day.
You mentioned 22, you assisted on 22 of your 30 made shots in that scrimmage. Where does that sort of unselfishness come from? Is that something that's taught? How do you coach that?
Yeah, I think with us, is it taught? Yeah. Do we emphasize it? Yeah, but it's also organic. You got to have unselfish players. You got to have players who are more concerned about winning than stats. You know, something we just talked about earlier this week. Are you more concerned about your stats or are you more concerned about winning? If you're more concerned about winning, you know, if I have a good shot and you have a great shot, I'm going to be willing to give up that shot to get you a shot. It's not my shot, it's our shot. You know, you got to have that mentality.
Johnny, go back a year ago at this point, your press conference last year.
Yep.
Fast forward to this year. How has your mindset changed? How has your optimism changed about this program, this team?
Yeah, very optimistic. I think you learn a lot about yourself in the ups and downs. You learn how to manage your own emotions. You learn how to manage and lead people through adverse situations. I think probably the biggest thing is just stay the course, pound the rock, right? Win today. You know, that's got to be our overarching message.
In the offseason, where do you think you've seen this team grow the most, like specifically in like basketball play?
From a basketball standpoint, probably in our ability to score the ball. I think we've got a lot of guys who can score. I think we have a team that can be a high-scoring team. That was somewhat evident in our scrimmage when we scored almost 80 points and we had 20 turnovers and probably missed 6 layups. So we've got some guys who can really score the ball. We've got a team that can really score the ball.
Anyone else have any questions from the audience?
Beach, let's go.
All right, buddy. I don't need that. All right. Listen, I asked the previous coach. I'm going to ask you, could you introduce your staff?
Yes, sir. My staff, y'all go ahead and stand up. Much of them are the same. We have one newcomer, so we'll start with Associate Head Coach Jason Taylor. Jason Taylor, believe it or not, he recruited me. He coached me in college at Anderson University back in the day. What was that, Coach? Almost 20 years ago now, 19 years ago. Very good basketball mind. He's been the head coach at both Anderson University and Newberry, 2 really good Division II programs in the state of South Carolina. He's been to a NCAA Elite Eight at the Division II level. Very good basketball mind. He's really a coach, really for all of us on staff, all of us younger guys. Kai Klingzik, a lot of y'all know him. He's back as well, jack of all trades, does a lot for our program, basketball, operationally, all the above, recruiting. Did hire Juice Scherer. Juice, if you'll raise your hand, hired him from Murray State. Juice and I go back probably 10, 12 years. He was at Murray State as a GA when I was here as a GA. So that was 12 or so years ago, 13 years ago, however long it's been. But he's been at the junior college level, been at Arkansas Pine Bluff, and like I said, most recently at Murray State. But again, another basketball mind, good recruiter, good with the players. And then Ben Sisson, who's back for his, 3rd year now. So he's got a lot of familiarity with our program internally and externally. He does a great job and works with our bigs. Juice's real name is Brian. My wife just told me to tell y'all that. If y'all want to know why I call him Juice, ask him after the press conference. But his name is Brian, but he goes by Juice. But thank you, Katie, for clearing that up.
Probably got time for one more if someone wants to ask. Going twice, going 3 times. Sold. Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all.
All right, time for our men's basketball student athletes. Starting on the far side over here. Newcomer Chase Dawson, and then we have two returnees, George Marshall and Anwar Malouk. And George, I'll start with you to kick it off here. Just talk about being one of the couple of returnees on this team. How excited are you to get into year two here with Coach Maddox and staff?
I'm very excited. A lot of good camaraderie in the locker room, on and off the floor. Guys just coming in, willing to work. Like Coach said, he recruited a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? We got guards that can score the ball, get in the lane, wings that can just shoot the ball, and just you can just tell it's a very strategical, put together team. Like the staff did a lot of planning together. So I'm very excited to be back and a part of that program.
Questions from the media?
Noah Ellis, ABC 36. This is for all of you all. Just with a bunch of new faces in the locker room this year, how have you all really built team chemistry up together this offseason?
I'll answer this. I say, like, off the court, we always hang out with each other. Like, we always with each other. We're always doing stuff. You know, we'll go out to eat with each other. You know, we'll pull up on each other, play video games, just talk. So, you know, just hanging out off the court, that really, like George said, built the camaraderie within us. And, you know, it's like a brotherhood.
Lindsay Goff with WKYT. I'll ask you guys, what do you all think as a team you do really well, and what do you guys think you need to improve on before you take the court for the first time?
I think, like Coach said, we really an athletic team, and defense. I think everybody on the team we really love to play defense, so that's really going to help us, and we really believe in that concept. So that's something we can do really well. And offensively, like he said, we got a bunch of guys that can really score the ball, like a team that can score the ball. So offensively, we're going to be good and like improving. He also said we had 20 turnovers, so ball security been an emphasis the whole time since we've been here. So that's something we can really improve on.
George, talk about what you love about this team, because you are the most positive person that I know. You're in my office every day. We talk. You come and give me a hug every day. So you're Mr. Optimism. So tell me why you're so optimistic about this team.
It's always positive. Like it's easy. Like we came in since day one. It wasn't hard at all. Tyon Footwear, he came in just laughing and joking. And like you said, this is what I feed off of, great energy. I love being around guys that just love the game. And these guys love the game. You can tell we have a very group of guys that show a lot of gratitude, just glad to be on the court together. And I feel like that alone is a blessing, because not everyone is thankful for every day to be together, and that's what the guys do, and I love being around it.
Connor Sturgill, Fox 56. The same question I asked Coach after that scrimmage. What did you all learn about yourselves and as a team after playing in that scrimmage?
We definitely learned that we have a lot of guys that can go. We got a lot of guys that can score the ball, you know, get downhill, make shots, play defense, and guys that bring energy. So, you know, now it's just about, you know, working on what we got to get better on, and, you know, just coming together as a team, because, you know, when we come together as a team, we feel like nobody in the country can stop us. So that's something that we're working on for sure.
Hannah Hamelback, LAX 18. For the newcomers, how has Coach Maddox helped you all develop your style of play in the offseason?
I would say Coach is always, you know, promotes me to do what I do. You know, I'm a guard that can get downhill. You know, I play fast. Coach always tells me, you know, just play my game. So, you know, when Coach gives me that confidence, I just got to go out there and do what I got to do. So, you know, it's always good when your coach can give you confidence to do what you know you can do.
One more back here. Hold on.
Dean Harden with Morehead State Athletics. I want to talk with George and Anwar being the returners, and Coach Maddox talked about how going to play a little differently this year. And I want to see how your perspective, start with you, Anu. What is your perspective on the difference in style of play from last year to this year?
I would say, like, you know, last year we started off the OVC very good, and we had some ups and downs after that. So I think we learned a lot from that, and when Coach told me about the new system, and me and him talked a lot about it, and it's exciting, it's exciting, and I really like it, and so I'm ready to do whatever Coach tells me to do, like if he tells me, like, do this, do that, I'll do it without a question. It's just, I believe in him, believe in the system, and I'm just excited to do this for this upcoming season.
You might repeat your question, I'm sorry.
The style of play last year, and now we're playing, Coach Maddox talked about it, a little bit different way you're going to play the game, both on both ends of the floor. Talk about, from a player's perspective, what that means for you, a different style of play.
What that means to me is it's just gonna play different. I'm the type of guy, I'm gonna do whatever coach tell me to do, how hard I'm gonna do it. And actually this way is more fun. For me personally, growing up, it's kind of how guys where I'm from like to play fast, hard, and on both ends of the floor. It's kind of what I'm used to. It's kind of what the guys are used to. And like I answered before in the last question, it's kind of easy. You know what I mean? It's kind of making it easier for everybody.
Questions from the audience?
Looking at the difference between last year and this year, with Coach talked about the new players, seems like you got a lot more depth at every position, especially for you, big fella. You got some guys to help you down there. So I know you guys play hard all the time. I watched you last year. I watched you. But how does that, now you know you can go as hard as you need to go and push because you got somebody who can come in and give you a blow? I mean, it ought to give you more confidence. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's definitely true. Even our freshmen, they are very, very good. I've been really impressed by them. So it's definitely another level of confidence to I'll just go out there and give it my 100%. Until I'm tired, because I know my brother in the back, he'll cover up for me whenever I can no more. So it's definitely another level of confidence.
All right. Oh, well, right here. Hold on a minute before we go.
George Marshall, you're our #1 player. We're a fan of yours. Are you striving to be an all-OVC player this year?
Definitely. I feel like everybody should have goals, team goals, self goals. So that's a goal of mine, yes, sir. And I appreciate that, you know what I mean? I'm blessed to be that guy for you all. Thank you all.
Over here.
Two questions. Did you get to go to Kings Island?
Nah, we didn't.
Is there one or two players on the team you would like to see have the ball at the end of the game to shoot the three-pointer to win?
Definitely my boy Davion Cunningham. He a guy that can get to it. He can shoot the three ball. Definitely him. And then I'll definitely say my guy Jacob Wilson. I think he's one of the also better three-point shooters on the team. So I'll definitely like to see the ball in those two guys' hands at the end of the game for the three.
I second that. It's good.
Got time for one more. If anyone's got one last question, tell a joke, anything? No? Oh, hold on here.
This is for all three of you. Tell me what your favorite thing about Morehead is.
Go ahead. You go first, bro. You go first. Please go first.
For me, it's really the community and the people and just everybody that I meet out here. Everybody that I met have been really nice to me, and I always have a conversation, and there's always somebody walking around in the gym, and it's always great having a conversation and getting to know the people more.
Yeah, definitely the community for sure. Look how many people in here. I couldn't even walk through just a little bit ago. Yeah. But definitely the people for sure.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with that. I'll probably say the people, anywhere you go around Morehead, they'll recognize, you play basketball, and they'll take care of you. So yeah, definitely the community.
All right, well, thank you all so much. I've got a few final housekeeping things. So we took note of, give these guys a round of applause. They did a great job. looking forward to seeing all of you cheering them on and clapping for them on the court as well. So we did take note of you as you came in. We've put names in a hopper, and we've been drawing some door prizes over here. So I'm going to call your name, raise your hand, and one of our students will deliver that to you. So I've got Jerry Scruggs. This goes to Jerry.